Hello and welcome to the new moon in Pisces community ceremony presented by Wise Transformation. My name is Judy Keating, and I get the pleasure of working with Bonnie Salomon as the co-creative managing partner of Wise Transformation. And if you don't know us, we are two women intent on bringing elemental wisdom and feminine magic back into everyday life. And we do these calls at the new moon window, the full moon window, and at the solstices and equinoxes. And these calls are intended to give you a good idea of what is calling you, what you want to work on in terms of focusing your energy, your intent, and your creative force in this powerful window. Now, today is Friday, and the Pisces new moon is on Sunday, but we wanted to give you a recording or being here live so that you can start to think about what you want to focus on, what you're manifesting. So our call today will include some upcoming events. We'll call in sacred space, and we'll talk about the timing, and we'll have a little ceremonial guidance. Oh, Angelina says, good afternoon from Italy. Well, I'm so grateful that the call was at a time you could be here, Angelina. Thank you. So the call will take about an hour, maybe a little less, but that's what we're going to go through. So let's get started. So there is a phenomenal opportunity working with Bonnie Salomon. She has an incredible course called Your Wonderful and Spectacular Legacy. And because we were in the window of Valentine's Day, she wanted to offer this month until the 20th, a 2-for-1 sale. This course is a profound deep dive into creating your legacy, into talking about very difficult subjects for some people around death and preparation for death, end of life issues, but it's also about making sure that you do everything possible to leave things in good order, to take care of things now while you have the capacity, so that your end of life is filled with meaning and time and grace with those that you love. There's so many incredible pockets of information, of inspiration, of ways to interact with Bonnie. You get private one-on-one coaching with her in addition to the recorded sessions. So if you have a relative or a friend that has avoided talking about end of life issues and probably needs to, this is a perfect gift for them. If you have concerns about your aging parent who may need your help in this process, this course will be a great guide for you. So offering this as a 2-for-1, you can go through it with another relative, you can go through it with a friend. It really is a beautiful offering, and Bonnie is just so open-hearted and wise about these concepts that it is a course that Wise Transformation is incredibly lucky to get to offer. So if you want to know more about it, please go to wisetransformation.com. And we have a continuing series called Your Illuminated Soul. We had an incredible time at Imbolc, and if you weren't able to be with us, the recording is available as part of the course, and our next event will be Saturday, May 6th, around the cross-quarter day of Beltane. And Beltane symbolizes the halfway point between the spring equinox and the summer solstice. And Beltane is a Celtic word that means the fire of Bel, or the fire of the mother. And this event is going to have 3 incredible opportunities to not only hear speakers, but also have an interactive presentation. And Sarah Estelle is just phenomenal at celebrating the gifts of nature with flower and vibrational essences. She has years of experience. She's coming to us from France to do her presentation on that Saturday. And then we have Jody Smithson. Jody is a Mesa carrying shaman. She's going to take us on an experience of conscious dance that day. And then there is the bright, the illuminated Marilyn Siegel, and she's going to teach us how to bridge heaven and earth. This short day of a presentation, it takes 3 to 4 hours, is loads of fun, so informative, and so enriching to your body, mind, and soul. And we're just very blessed to have these phenomenal women be willing to share their gifts and talents with our community. If you're interested in checking out our program, just let me know. Or I'm sorry, go to wisetransformation.com and you'll see it is Your Illuminated Soul is the name of the program. And we'll be having programs not only on Beltane, but also on Lunasa and around Samhain. So it's a very reasonable price, $69 for all 4 of these events. And you get to hear from 12 incredible, wise feminine leaders. So check it out. But Beltane is coming, and we want you to know who you'll get to interact with on this beautiful presentation. So mark your calendars, come join us. So we're going to go ahead and open to the living field of creation. We're going to center and connect to the elemental forces. So I just want you to imagine, put your hand on your heart, and just imagine that you're opening your heart. You know, we're in the Pisces new moon window as I'm recording this. And Pisces is all about being the humanitarian. So just open your heart. Your hand is there to support. Open your heart to the elements, earth, for structure, for containment, for groundedness, for tending, for keeping things in good order. Thank you, earth. Water, for your ebb and flow, for your life-giving properties, for the ability to experience our emotional realm. Thank you, water. And air, precious, precious air, the element that if we're lucky, we don't see it, but we breathe it, and it's all around us and helps to keep us informed in our vision and alive in our mental realm. Thank you, air. And then we have the illumination of fire. We have the ability to have our inner illuminated. We have the power of action, the power to change something from one thing to another. We can have shamanic consciousness. We can have altered states. We can have tremendous, tremendous power. Thank you, thank you, fire. And dear, dear spirit, that co-creative force that binds all things, that joins all things, that loves all things. Thank you, Spirit, for being with us today. And thank each of you, whether you're here live or on the recording. We so appreciate you and your contribution. Your doing this work in the world is so honoring and so necessary. So thank you. So whenever we have a new moon, the sun and the moon are aligned in the same archetype. It's considered the start of a growing phase and can give us kind of a boost of energy. We're at a very lucky time right now because all the planets are direct. So that boost of energy may feel even more powerful. So Pisces is a water sign, and we're going to talk now about what Pisces can bring. And I want to ask you, each one of you, to open to the archetype of Pisces, to that energy of the compassionate heart, the Bodhisattva, because You each can experience Pisces and get messages from Pisces that are unique to you. So I just really ask you to open to that as we work today. Pisces teaches the importance of a compassionate heart. It feels the grief and suffering of humanity and responds with a loving, caring heart that heals. It's deeply spiritual, intuitive, and psychic. It serves the world by dreaming the visions of a peaceful planet and selflessly helping others to create a better life. It completely merges with humanity and the divine. So I'm going to ask an extra bonus question today. And that is, do you need to release any old spiritual or emotional paradigms related to being a spiritual being in service to others in a way that is outdated or does not honor you in any way? So we want to update our relationship with Pisces so that we are not overburdening ourselves and carrying things that don't belong to us. We can support humanity. We can support those we love. We can support our communities without dealing in old spiritual paradigms of overburdening. So just take a moment. I'm going to play a little music and see if there's anything that you need to release at this time. If you're here with me live, if you can, just type in the chat either anything that you want to share, or you can just type done if you don't want to share at this time, just so I know I give you enough time. Beautiful. Thank you. And we'll just continue that pattern with each question. So I hope that was helpful. I got a couple of really great reminders I want to share just because it's helpful when we share what we get. So the couple that I got that were really eye-opening was release attachment to the outcome, and also release what other people do or don't do and trust all will be well without carrying more than your share. So I thought that was helpful and a good reminder. So thank you, Pisces, for that. And now we're going to turn and just focus on what is happening in your life right now. What is it that you are working on? What is a priority creation? Let me read a chat here. Oh, Angelina shares, self-sacrifice for others is big for her. Yeah, that, thank you, Angelina. Thank you for putting that into words. Yeah. Great awareness. Thanks for sharing that. As we focus on what's moving in our life, what are we putting our energy into? What do we want to focus on in this Pisces new moon and sun? I'm going to put on just a little bit of music, and you can let me know when you're complete so I don't play too long. But if you are listening to the recording and you need more time, you can pause the recording. But here's some music. Just think about what you want to focus on in this new moon window. Okay, hopefully you have an idea what you want to focus on. I'll pause the music. Good. Okay. Here we go. So this beautiful oracle of the elemental forces of creation has been around for many years now. And Lisa Michaels is the creator, and she's recently updated the deck. It's the exact same card deck you have if you got the deck. It's just been updated for 2022 and beyond. And so it looks a little different, but the cards are the same and the interpretations are the same in the book. But if you don't have the Oracle and want to get it, you can go to lisa-michaels.com. And what I really love is she's offering both a digital and a live one, a copy, a hard copy that you can get in the mail. So just want to remind you that that's available if you want the deck. But don't worry, because I pull cards for the collective when we go through the elements. But we use this as guideposts along the way. So especially with the elemental questions, if the question I'm asking does not resonate for you, Please don't feel you have to try to answer it. Feel into what's right for you. You can ask for direct guidance from the element itself. You can come up with your own question aligned with the element. This is your time to really focus on what's appropriate for you. But I do kind of sense into what might be a good question, and sometimes I may not get it right, and I'm okay with that. So just we're going to work through the elements. We're going to start with Earth. And I pulled the tending card. And that is just such a beautiful card about taking care of the physical in our life, including our bodies, but taking care of everything that we have, our homes, our clothes, our cars, our gardens, all of our belongings. They all need tending, and we need tending as human beings. So that's the card I pulled for the collective. And because we're in this bodhisattva energy of having more compassion, I just thought, the earth, where in my physical world do I need more compassion? That was the question I came up with. If that serves you, great. If not, please take some time and check in with Earth about how you can utilize this time to your best and highest good towards what you desire. Just take another minute. Beautiful. If you need more time, just stop the recording. And hopefully the list is long about where you can apply more compassion in your physical world. So we move to the emotional realm, and I pulled the card emotional support and safety. And, you know, there's so much moving in the world today. And we haven't had enough time maybe to process everything that's happened. So I think it's really important in this window to allow ourselves to just feel all the feelings that need more space to be truly felt, to give ourselves lots of room and compassion and permission to really look at what needs more space in the emotional realm. What do we need to really feel and allow it to move through? So emotional support and safety is the card that's supporting you on the collective. If you have a deck, I didn't think I said this in this recording. If you have a deck, please pull your own cards. It's really helpful if you have the opportunity. But just be with us. What feelings need more space to be truly felt? Angelina shared beautifully. I pulled the card Hera, amplified awareness. So she pulled from a different deck, which is beautiful. Because it allows us to be open to all kinds of guidance. So thank you for that, Angelina. What a beautiful card. What a beautiful card. Amplified awareness. What a message for us all. Okay, and now we turn to air. And I pulled the peace card. I thought, how wonderful at this time. And, I pulled the peace card for the collective. If you have your own deck that you're pulling from, please pull your card for you. And the question that I came up with was, how can I hold a passionate vision for humanity and myself? Sometimes when we are in the Pisces energy, we think so much about everyone else but us. And it's really important to hold our heart and our emotions in that Pisces unconditional love energy. Include ourselves in humanity because we are part of it. So if this question serves you, great. But if not, ask whatever you want from the air realm in terms of what you're moving forward, what your creation is. Take a deep breath and dive in. How can you hold a compassionate vision for humanity and yourself, or your question? Okay, hopefully you've gotten some good insights here. And now we're going to move to fire. So I pulled transformation for the collective as the fire card. And because fire is all about action, I came up with the question, what actions are the highest light for me to take? In other words, when we look at our light, our highest self, our illuminated self, what actions are in the highest light for me to take at this time? So can ponder that or whatever question comes for you for fire. Tap into the fire realm. Ask what it wants you to know. And you can let me know when you're ready to move on if you're here with me live. All righty. Thanks. Okay, and now we move to spirit. And I pulled grace and trust. I thought that was a beautiful card for the collective. Each of us is a unique aspect of the divine. And I just thought, where can we embrace our unique spirituality more? Would be a beautiful question in this window. And if it doesn't apply for you, please tap into spirit, ask spirit what it wants you to know. But if you want to, where can you embrace your unique spirituality more in this particular window? Okay, so now we're going to look at all the cards that we pulled and all the messages we got and put together what it is we know we need to do based on the elemental guidance we got. And we're going to do that through creating a unified field message. So it doesn't have to look any certain way, but when you look at the different messages you got, how is that going to help you in terms of the action that you'll take, the plan that you'll make, the feelings that you'll have, and the vision that you'll hold, and the care for yourself? How will those all come together so that you can utilize this Pisces new moon to move forward, whatever it is that you want to create in this world, whatever is yours coming from your heart? So last question, putting it all together. Okay, taking another minute to finish up if you need it. I did want to let you know that the sun is going to move into Pisces tomorrow on the 18th, and then the new moon will be on Sunday the 19th. So over the next few days, you may feel a shift. You may feel it already, but you may feel a shift from that high vision place of Aquarius into more of a watery, compassionate. You may even have a lot of tears come. Just know that's very normal. It's part of the compassion piece for Pisces. If you do have water flowing, please let it flow. Don't try to stop it. Don't judge it. Just let it flow. That deep, deep compassion and merging with humanity that happens around the time of Pisces. You might feel that, and that's okay. So, it is always a pleasure to do these calls. Angelina, thank you for tuning in today. So appreciate being with you. No, this is early for Eastern time zone, but just glad you could join us. And the next call, just let me check the chat here. Aw, you're so welcome, Angelina. I'm glad that they serve. That's really the intent. And the next call is going to be on Friday, March 6th. It'll be the Virgo full moon, and I'm going to be doing that at 1 p.m. Eastern that day. So please join us if you can. If you listen to the recording and you have any comments, the recording will be posted on our YouTube channel soon after I'm finished here. And if you like what we do here, you can share the YouTube channel with your friends, or you can invite them to come live and see what a session is like. But we appreciate each and every one of you, wishing you deep, deep, compassionate blessings in this Pisces new moon. Be well and take good care.